Since the beginning of time, mankind looked up at the skies and at the birds and wondered if we were also capable of flight. Then we invented aircraft, making it possible to go to almost anywhere on Earth and accessible to almost anyone. Now, we answer the question that has been keeping us awake at night. Can we fly a plane using just a mouse and keyboard? Okay, so for this flight, I'm going to go for something quite modest. It's Airbus A320neo flying from Centennial Airport over to Denver International. It says it's 20 miles away from each other, and it's a 4-minute flight. So that should be long enough for us to work out whether this works or it doesn't. Okay, so first glimpse at inside the cockpit using a keyboard and mouse. Nothing different. Let's see where they want us to go to. 5,000 runway heading, so that's fine. 5,000 runway heading. Looks like the flight computer is fully configured. Okay, I think to release the parking brake is control and the period button. Yep, so parking brake's off. You can see the instrument panel there. It's been taken off. And I think the next stage is to give it some power. So let's do that. So holding F3 gives me the force used to the engine power to take off. I will use the 0 and enter key on the numpad to try and line up with the center line as we are taking off. Looks okay so far. Looks okay. Quite bumpy. I'm not sure if that's due to the runway or what, but it is quite bumpy, and I am having to make quite a few adjustments here on the rudder. Take off. Just watch our nose height as we're doing so. Doesn't look awful. If you hit G, the gears go up. Makes sense. Okay. 4345. Want me to change my squawk code at the same time? Fine, let's do it. 4345. And good. Time it's taken me to look around. My aircraft hasn't crashed. So let's reduce our thrust a bit. We're at 10,000. Let's try and maintain that as well as possible. Steady. I can't figure out where my thrust. I'm idle. Okay, fine. That's a relatively reasonable bank so far. Put some more engine power in. This is all auto-generated weather at the moment. Sorry, not auto-generated, it's live world weather at the moment. So this is apparently how it looks in above Denver. Okay, thoughts so far. It's not unworkable. It just is probably the worst control scheme I've used for Flight Simulator. I can't seem to maintain my altitude very well. Seems fine trying to level off the aircraft, but the wings rather, but the actual nose keeps wandering around quite significantly. It is quite useful on the Airbus anyway that I have the couple of indications there as to where my thrust levers are. Oh, I'm losing sight of my altitude. How do I rectify this? How do I rectify this? Oh gosh. No. Come on. Come on. What's happening? Scoop up, scoop up. Why is it so slow? I can see the... Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, that's not great. Right, so I've given up on the idea of trying to fly this aircraft the whole way. So I've loaded up the approach for Denver International, and let's see how we do with that. So can't see anything. That's always a bonus. I'm not using the flight computer either. So I have only got a visual approach. I do see some white lights in the distance. It's not going to be the ones on the right side of the aircraft, it's these ones here. Okay. Now we're cooking. There we go, that's too red, too white. Steady. Control that. This is, I mean, I couldn't line up for this approach, but given that I am lined up for the landing now, it's working a lot better than I thought it would, which is actually quite scary. I'm still not lined up very well. Just realised there's crosswind. I'm crabbing this aircraft in using a keyboard and mouse. Really got to sort out that speed. So I will. It's almost full go around speed. Oh. Let's cut off that. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, this is not a good view. That was scarily well recovered. Let's see. Can I get in the touchdown zone? Oh my gosh. Yep. Yep. I'd think so. Absolutely. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, best out of 3. Ooh. Ooh. There you go. Come on. Or those motorists get going about their daily business, putting confidence in their pilots that they know what they're doing. Poor passengers in the back. Also, I mean, if they were confident in their pilot to begin with, they definitely aren't now. No frame rate stutter there. Oh my gosh.
60, 50, 40, 30, 20.
Oh my gosh. That was appalling. And I'm flying around everywhere. Okay. Well, I said best out of 3. That was the second failure out of 3. There's no point doing the third one. Can you land, fly, whatever, an aircraft using a keyboard and mouse? I would say if you can, if you could, you're really, really good, because I am struggling here. There was no point where I started to feel really comfortable with it within the time I've had on the simulator using a keyboard and mouse. So if that's your bag, if you're able to do that, then hats off to you. Otherwise, it is definitely not for me. So the answer for me is no. You cannot fly an aircraft using a keyboard and mouse. So that's the end of this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you can do better, please let me know. And if you've got a video of it, please share it with me so I can take a look. Otherwise, thanks for joining me for another 10 minutes until landing. Until the next time.